Yo, 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 what is up, YouTube? Playing some set today for our A through Z series, or, well, not the A through Z series, the training camp series. There we go. And we're against Sam to Dude. This is actually a bit of a tricky matchup. And we're actually against Sam first game. That's pretty interesting. Pretty exciting. I've played this matchup before. I have both won and lost this matchup, unfortunately. And I've both won and lost this matchup as Tsukiyomi as well. So, definitely going to be an interesting one. We'll see. The question is, do we start Aegis? Beads are horrific, because not going Aegis against Tsukiyomi always kind of feels bad. And then if you don't have beads, you can't really stick to him, though. We're going to start the horrific. YOLO, we'll see how it goes. What's the worst that could happen, you know? Hey, maybe we'll just make this a normal game. Like, maybe we won't do a training camp series video with this one, because it's an interesting one, both in the sense of I'm against a good player, but also because I'm against or because the matchup's very close, right? So we shall see. Just looking to clear for now. I'm assuming he's starting the blue buff, no big deal. Nice. Guess we're going to go to our blue buff now. He's probably either going to try to path the invade or he's going to go over here. Either way would be fine with me. I don't think he can really fight me in the early game. Oh, he ended up going blink. That's actually not very good for him at all. I don't know why he would do that. Maybe he's got some hidden tech that I don't know about. We'll see. I could fight him right now. Looks like he opted to back. I mean, going for the mid camp would be... Oh. I don't think I'll kill him before he hits 5, so there's kind of no point in all-inning here. We're just chilling, no big deal. It's also interesting that he started so many potions too. It's like he wanted to get buff pressure, but then started blue buff. I don't really understand that one bit, actually. We're just looking to get this farm and then back. No big deal. Grab back. So what I mean by, like, it's interesting that he started so many potions is, which he did get the meteor, I suppose. I should have probably just backed sooner, honestly. But, so when you start 6 potions, I'm assuming he had 6 at the beginning. When you start 6 potions instead of a chalice, that means you're going to have more sustain, right? But you're going to be missing out on some gold because you spent more gold on potions than the other person did, assuming they buy a chalice later, which he should buy a chalice. There's no reason not to, right? The chalice is just super good. So long story short, he spent more gold than I did, which means he should be looking for pressure on buffs and whatnot, and he kind of just didn't. Like, I'm the one who got the 2 buffs. He got the meteor though, I suppose. That is something worth mentioning. I'm gonna back by tier 1 defense. And I think we fight. Okay, he actually took 2 tower shots for no apparent reason. I mean, I respect the play. It was worth a try, but Tsukiyomi's 2 just isn't fast enough. Man, Tsukiyomi's such a scary character, man. I do think I probably could have diffed him there if I had tier 1 defense. That's why I wanted to back for it, but he didn't let me, man. Good play with him. It's not to say I didn't misplay though, but like, I don't know. It's just rough trying to all in without defense on set. Because he didn't have his stun up, and I went on him, and he basically just one ulted, and I'm kind of just dead, you know? It's kind of my entire life force. I'm gonna back up here for full defense, just like he has, same thing. So interesting how, I mean, I guess this is just Smite in general, but like, the builds in Smite are so like linear sometimes, I swear. Like, we're both ability-based assassins, so of course we're just gonna build the exact same items, you know, naturally, of course. Did proxy the wave. I don't really know why. Spawns, strike. I do think I misplayed by going horrific. I don't really have any clones up to TP to, so. Be right back. Alright, we're gonna back by... Actually, no. Yeah, we'll do this. And we're gonna get a power potion as well. See how it works out for us. Hopefully we don't int and die with our power pot. That'd be embarrassing. I think it's worth it as long as we make it worth it, you know? As long as we don't misplay too hard. Could just go for the meteor. Like, I opted to not go for the meteor because I assumed I would win that fight. Okay, alright, I guess this is not going to be just a normal video like I was thinking of. Dude, I don't know where I'm at now. I went from saying this was an A through Z series video to a training camp video to never mind, we'll just do a set versus, I mean, Jesse versus Sam, set versus Tsukiyomi, like both close, like, you know, player matchup, close character matchup, but okay. I mean, maybe he just surrendered because he didn't mean to go blink. Because I truly believe, this is not copium, this is not cap, I truly believe that that this matchup is very close. If anything, it's Tsukiyomi favored. Late game, only late game. In the early game, I honestly think that the only reason he had pressure and was beating me in the early game is because I played poorly. Like, I was making misplays and I positioned myself poorly. Because I've actually lost this matchup a lot as set, so I'll admit I was kind of nervous because I have seen how this movie plays out. Like, I have seen myself make these certain misplays and make these mistakes in the early game that lead to me getting owned late game, because Tsukiyomi can kite set, and he kites mainly not with the slows and stuff like that. He kites with the ults. What he does is he ults and he wastes pretty much not your entire ult duration, because set has a 12-second ult duration, but he wastes the duration of your 3. And when you can't use your 3 with your in tandem with your ults, it doesn't do that much damage. So Tsukiyomi can definitely win this. I don't know why he went blink. I don't really know what that's about. I guess this is just going to be a normal video, or a training camp video. I'm going to queue up again. Maybe we'll get Sam again. Hopefully we do. But yeah, I mean, I'm not going to make this a whole video. It was an 8-minute surrender. So I'm just going to go with my original plan and do the training camp series. See you guys in the next game. Sorry for whatever that was. See you guys in the next game. Thanks for watching. Alright guys, we're off into the next game, and we're playing Tsukiyomi. And no, I'm not playing Tsukiyomi just because Sam did, okay? Gosh, I like Tsukiyomi. I planned on playing him either way. But it is kind of interesting that I chose to do it right after going against one, though, because I want to show you guys what I mean by how oppressive and how scary this character is, for the few of you who don't know, because I'm sure a lot of you do know. I actually am going to start the potion strat, because in my very first game, like last game, the one you just watched wasn't actually my first recording. That was my second recording. I chose not to go with the first one because I was an idiot. And by that, I just mean, like, I didn't say anything bad. I don't know. I just think my commentary was bad and the game wasn't interesting at all. I was against like a Bracken. So yeah, I mean, we just tossed that. But, also, I don't really know why I'm going her. Actually, never mind. I think Perfect's fine here. Into a Mulan. But what was I going to say? Oh yeah, in my first recording that I didn't show you guys, I was talking about how I was actually already talking about doing this, because in this meta, like normally I don't think the little bit of XP advantage you get is worth it. But in this meta being the one where we fight over meteors, if you can start this many potions, and that allows you to wait, where did it go? Okay. If starting this many potions allows you to get double buff Meteor, and maybe even the small camp, but the most important thing is double buff Meteor. You want 2 buffs and the Meteor, and then I think it's worth it to do this and still buy a Chalice. If you get out pressured and you can't, or maybe even if you know for a fact that you're going to get enough pressure to do it anyways, then it's probably a waste because you didn't need to do that, right? But assuming you're not 100% sure how much pressure you're going to get, I think starting a bunch of potions in this meta is actually better. And I need to remind myself of that, because I will definitely instinctually just go Chalice sometimes, but I can't really ult into him. He also has Aegis anyways, so I'm gonna pop an HP potion here. If I knew he wasn't gonna fight like at all, he started the Jotun start with only 1 HP pot, so kind of can't fight. But if I had known he wasn't gonna fight, I probably would have got a mana potion instead of these multi-pots. The multi-pots are super strong for when they actually fight you. Alright, so this would be the time that I normally back, because I'm like out of mana or I'm dead. But since I have so many potions, and since also we're not really fighting, I get to stay and contest this Meteor. He does have a full Jotun, so I gotta keep that in mind. He is gonna do some pretty solid damage. We're gonna go ahead and just pop our potion. Dang, it was worth a try. It was worth a try. What I was doing there basically was, and you'd be surprised, because I'm honestly surprised by it, because it doesn't make any sense. But you'd be surprised, man, how many people Aegis preemptively. So they Aegis the beams so Tsukiyomi won't teleport. And you may be wondering, like, why is that a surprise to Aegis preemptively? Like, it's smart so he doesn't teleport. Well, in a situation like that, I would have died if I went in there. Like, he would have had his pull back up by then. And so he would have Aegis the second part of my ult, then pulled me under tower, and I would have died to the tower. So it's actually smart to let me TP, which that's what this guy was doing. Whether it was on purpose or he just has slow reaction time or what. The point is he was going to let me go into that tower and I was going to die for it. So all I was trying to do was ult and then turn my camera around and then so that way he'll Aegis, which actually a lot of people do. Like I actually make that play work a lot, surprisingly. And like I said, it's surprising because it's not really that good to preemptively Aegis the Tsukiyomi ult in every situation. It depends. Some situations it's good, some situations it's not, right? So it's just weird that, like, I would say a good 80% of the time they preemptively Aegis. Alright, we forced her ult. Not too shabby. My ult's back up. She does have the Aegis though. Oh, my scepter hit her. No.
Watch your step.
But you guys can see, man, I understand Mulan's not the greatest duel character ever, but she did rush Jotuns, which is a very strong early game build. And she is a character that does a lot of damage. But there's just not really much she can do to me because Tsukiyomi, you know? Like, Tsukiyomi's just such a strong character. He's very intimidating to go against. I actually hate going against Tsukiyomis. Because even when they're like, even when they're not the greatest of player, all they have to do is be good enough, you know? A Tsukiyomi with good positioning though is actually insane. It's actually insane. Which I would say I usually have pretty good positioning. Not always though. I definitely do some crazy stuff. I also don't ult enough as Tsukiyomi, I think. Like sometimes I don't ult because they have Aegis, right? But like sometimes it's better just to ult. It's ult just to force the Aegis. But like my problem is like I don't want to be that guy who ults in and then dies afterwards when I'm just trying to force an Aegis. But the truth is, a lot of the time Tsukiyomi can get away with it. Like you definitely can get away with a lot as this character. So sometimes it's better just to give it a try, right? Like, with that being said, I don't want to ult into the tower. Like, I could ult her in the middle of the lane. I could even ult her, like, right here, maybe. But if she's in the tower, that's just a no-go. I don't even know why I'm stopping his back, honestly. It's kind of toxic, because there's nothing really to get off of it. I mean, I guess I get some meteor pressure. The meteor's going to come down really soon. Do I just back, though? That's the question. I kind of want a chalice.
The perks of divinity.
Wait, oh my god, I didn't even mean to buy that power pot. I meant to buy the chalice. Whatever. I'm not complaining. I do like me some power potion action. Definitely not complaining. But not what I expected to buy. Dude, I just want to ult him so bad, but he's always inside of his tower. See, if you notice, the game against Sam, every time he ulted me, I was outside of the tower. Like, don't get me wrong, there were times where I ended up in the tower by the end of his ult, right? But that's why I said, like, I can ult into the tower, but only the front of it. Like, I can take a tower shot or two. I just can't be all the way in the back of it, you know? Like, because then I'll die, of course. So, it just sucks, man. I wish I could just ult off cooldown. I wish not to say that Sam was ulting off cooldown, because he wasn't, but still. That being said, he definitely could just ult a lot more than I can. What I think I should do is just ult at the start of the fight to try to burn his Aegis, but honestly, I don't think he will burn the Aegis. But maybe I'm wrong about that, you know? You don't know till you try. Maybe we just try. Is he gonna burn the Aegis? Just as I thought, he didn't burn the Aegis. I am in that threshold where I think his abilities can kill me. No. see, like, why do I do these things to myself, man? Like, why did I stay around knowing dang well he can knowing dang well he can kill me there? Unlucky, man. I got the scepter though. Can't take that away from me. I did indeed get the scepter. I want to try out this divine barrier thingy. Sorry, I don't know if that was random, but I just saw it. I want to try it out in Duel because I've heard that you can like kind of juke around it and like have them walk into it over and over, kind of like the caltrops. You know, you put the caltrops down, and if you fight inside of them, they have to like, you know, run into them, right? It's kind of like that, except it slows them. Well, I guess caltrops slow too, but it doesn't do damage. It just slows. I'm not gonna try it this game, obviously, but I do want to try that soon. I also want to try to not die with my 500 potion. I do have a big enough lead to make up for that 500 pot, but well, I did spend more money on potions as well, though. Got to take that into consideration. So overall, it's an even game. It's literally just an even game because I did that. Bro, I do no damage to him, man. Phalanx gives so many procs. I actually think Phalanx is a terrible item for him. And it's not good here. But, like, admittedly, it is giving him a ton of protections. Admittedly. I can't contest that. Mulan does do a lot of damage, man. Like, I said that she's not the greatest duel character, and she's not. But it's not because she doesn't do damage. Because her kit's kind of clunky. You know, the 3 is kind of hard to land. Her abilities take a little while to go off, and her ult's kind of just bad. Like, it can be situationally good, but I'd say most of the time Mulan's ult just isn't very good. Okay, we're doing some damage. Full cooldown. Looking pretty juicy for us here. Oof, I was trying to bait out the pull, but I guess I wasn't baiting. He actually just hit me with it. I was trying to juke. And by the way, this is a training camp video, which I haven't done the greatest. I mean, to be fair, the first game was over in 8 minutes, right? But I need to remind myself, because I don't know, I've just been doing a poor job at it recently, explaining my thought process, and I need to do better. I need to strive for better, you know? So the reason why I'm going Jotun's Vigor here is because I think it's just overall a better item than Hydra's, even though Hydra's is so nice on Tsukiyomi. Like, I can't even say it's not. Hydra's is super, super nice on Tsukiyomi. But overall, I think that the Jotun's is cheaper when you don't count the glyph, right? But of course, you got to count the glyph eventually. I'm just saying, as an early game spike, Jotun's is cheaper than Hydra's. Jotun's doesn't give any, like, it doesn't give as much like mana sustain as Hydra's does, but that's why you have the Transcendence, right? So overall, I just prefer, personally, to rush 40% cooldown instead of 30. I'd rather have more cooldown. And also the Jotun's Vigor proc is just so good, man. The movement speed for chasing, the movement speed for running away, the healing, because they changed how healing works. You don't get as much healing off of the minions anymore, but you do get a lot of healing off of gods. So like, it's kind of just perfect for Tsukiyomi. Like, whether you're ulting and you have the Vigor proc, and you get a lot of heals off of your ult. Oh. Or if you ult at full HP and then they try to burst you after and they get you low, and then you use your normal abilities and you use the Vigor proc there. Either way, you're going to heal a lot off of the Jotuns. And even if you don't heal a lot, the movement speed, I would argue, is just more valuable than going Hydra. So that's why I prefer to just rush my cooldown as soon as possible. As far as the 4th item goes, if I'm being real with you guys, I think Serrated is actually better 4th item. I don't even know why I went Heartseeker 4th. I guess I just forgot that Serrated was even an item. But with that being said, Serrated 4th isn't bad. Like, this is going to do a lot of damage. You know, it's going to feel good for sure. But I would have rather had Serrated because more movement speed and lifesteal, right? Serrated is just arguably one of the best statted items in the entire game, so...
Watch your step.
Oof. That Heartseeker's hitting for 45. Maybe it is better. I mean, it's hitting for 20 after, like, because it has DR, but... The Heartseeker definitely doesn't feel bad. I just think Serrated would have felt better, that's all. Is he gonna ult into the tower? Dude, what? 300 from Thorns? I thought it did more to me, to be honest. That was some pretty good healing off the Jotun's proc. Which, like I said, they decreased the healing off of minions and stuff like that, and I still got pretty decent healing. You know, considering it's been nerfed, right? Alright, we missed literally everything. Looking good, feeling good. Alright, so we're looking a little bit low on life force here. I don't know if you guys noticed that.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Watch your feet. Counter with a yen.
Dude, that was like the greatest play I've ever seen from a Mulan in the history of plays ever. That actually threw me off so hard, dude. Props to this guy, man. I can't even be salty about that one. I actually can't. That was so good. I don't know if he was aiming at me or if he was aiming at the wall or not, but either way, I thought that I would be safe because I knew that that wasn't going to hit me, right? And since I knew it wasn't going to hit me, we're chilling, right? Well, no, he TP'd right next to me at the tower, or at the wall, and killed me, man. Wow. I definitely underestimated this guy for sure. I don't know if I was underestimating the player or the character, but I definitely underestimated him. Now, maybe this is me just underestimating him again, but I think, I'll be honest, I think from this point on, I don't think he really stands much of a chance anymore. I know that sounds weird because I'm 0-2, but to be fair, I did kind of troll the engagements a little bit. I did stay too long there. But also, I now have like all the pin that I need. Like, I think overall my character just scales harder. And also, when played properly, my character's just better overall. I shouldn't even went horrific, to be honest with you. And I'm not even using the horrific properly. So with that being said, and I'm not positioning properly, so I have my items that I need. I scale harder than she does. And also, I could just improve my gameplay, right? And just stop messing around. Because I did lose my tower. Next time I die, I lose my Phoenix. So I can't really afford to make any mistakes, so... We will be taking this very seriously. It's not to say that I died on purpose, because I didn't, but I wasn't exactly 100% effort either.
Watch your feet.
Alright, okay. Us getting hit by that was kind of troll. We just gotta space ourselves a bit. He doesn't have a blink or anything. He gonna Thorns this? Aegis. Is that his first Aegis of the game? I feel like it is. I feel like it's pretty troll for him to stay. Especially after I just poked him like that. He should just leave. There's no way he thinks I'm gonna let him back right there, right? But you guys see what I mean, though? Like, I'm 0-2, but, like, I still have all the pressure in the world at the end of the day. As long as I just play it properly. I did use both my relics there. He used one of his. I don't even know why, but I just saw him over the wall. Did you guys see that? If you didn't, rewind the video. Maybe you guys can answer in the comments below what happened there. Because I'll probably forget to check after. What just happened right there? I swear I saw him, because that's why I threw my ability over the wall, you know, obviously. What am I looking for here? Oh, this brawlers. But I like saw his HP. I don't even know what I saw. I don't even know if it was his name, if it was his character, if it was his HP bar, all of the above. I don't know, but I saw something. So I threw my caltrops over there. Am I cheating?
Watch your step.
I mean, he doesn't have Aegis, so... He does have thorns, though. Wait, I don't even know... Dude, I swear I didn't even backpedal after my ult. I don't know why my character did that, man. Copium. No, I mean, I truly don't feel like I did, but I mean, obviously I did. Ooh. Obviously I did. I think maybe like subconsciously I was trying to avoid the thorns damage, and that's what happened. I say subconsciously because again, I truly don't feel like I backpedaled there, but I mean obviously I did. Why would my character go backwards if I didn't? My subconscious and my normal brain were not on the same page there. I don't really want to risk anything here. Why is he staying? I don't understand. Maybe because he thinks I'm going to get it by just autoing it? It definitely is possible. But there's no way he's going to be able to defend it staying either. So I would have just backed and hoped that I didn't. Oh, this has been such a wacky game, man. Been very poorly played on my part, to be honest. Definitely underestimated him a bit. I don't know though, because it's like, I feel like overall, why? Like, why are you doing this? Like, I'll never understand people who do stuff like that, man.
They won't land
I will actually never understand it in a million years. I don't really care how close my relics are to being upgraded via the quest. To be honest, I'm just gonna upgrade them. I don't really care. Wait, this dude has 60% pin. Well, I should tell him. I feel like I was gonna say something a second ago. Oh yeah, I was gonna say that like it's embarrassing because I've been losing, but I don't even feel like I've been losing this game. Like yeah, I'm 0-2, but like I've been ahead in gold and XP the entire game. I've been the one running at him the entire game, give or take, right? No way, he just Aegis. Okay, alright. Anyways, so as I was saying, even when I was 0-2, I knew that this game would go very easily for me. I just had to start playing properly. I don't think that this horrific was good for me at all. Like, it was actually just terrible. I didn't use it properly, first of all, but even if I did use it properly, I don't think it's very good here. GG, Mr. C+. If you're watching the video, which I have no idea if you even know who I am, but if you are watching the video, GG, man, I think you played that game pretty well. Like, you definitely had some interesting Mulan plays. One thing I will say is don't go 60% pen. Just, like, that's just terrible. And also, failings on Mulan, like, don't get me wrong, it made you super tanky in the early game, and that's probably part of the reason why I couldn't kill you early. But I still don't think this is very good. You probably just go... Maybe you don't even go Hydras. Maybe you just do what I did and you just go full cooldown rush with breastplate. I don't know. Could be good. But either way, GG, man. As far as my build goes, so we went Transcendence just because mana, penetration, we love Transcendence. I don't think I need to explain that very much. Super good. Both of these items right here are glyphable, and they're pretty cheap, like without the glyphs in the early game. They're pretty cheap items that are both glyphable late. And they give you cap cooldown and a ton of mana. Breastplate has synergies with the Transcendence, of course. Jotun's has synergies with the Transcendence, gives you cap cooldown. I probably would have went Serrated here because he didn't have anti-heal at that point, which he still never even went anti-heal. But let's just say that he did, right? He wouldn't have had it by this point probably. So I could have had double anti-heal, or double lifesteal rather. Had a ton of healing. Then I would have just went Heartseeker 5th, and I went Brawlers last because he has a heal on his 2 and because of Jotun's Vigor. So overall, I think the build is pretty simplistic, pretty cookie cutter, pretty normal. That's what we do pretty much every game. Only thing I will say is my horrific was terrible. I think the beads is good because you can actually beads during the Tsukiyomi 2 to avoid getting plucked out of it by her 3. So if I could run it all back instead of horrific, I'd probably go upgraded med actually goes really hard on Tsukiyomi. The cooldowns are really good. So I probably would have went upgraded med or bracer, I would say. We'll go ahead and skip you guys into the next game. Thank you so much for watching. All right, guys, we're off into the next game. We're against, we're against, okay, we're against Ishtar. Let's just say that. I mean, I think I'm allowed to say Hunting Poon on YouTube, but you know, that's still just an interesting name to say the least. Do we do what I was talking about, and do we start the pots, or do we just go the Chalice? Because I truly believe that we'll get pressure either way with our Chalice. But maybe we'll just get the pots. Maybe we'll just do a little bit of pot action, you know, just a little bit. Do we do this, or do we do... I feel like I'm going to go all of these again and regret it. Alright, let's do it like this. We'll save 50 gold. Get this, get this. We'll save 50 gold, call it a day. Have some mana potions. Mana potions. And also, before we get too much into this, I just want to say that I was thinking even harder on it. And I'm not saying I do a terrible job, but like, I think I'm going to do another one of these longer videos, training camp videos, soon, very soon, like not even a week. I'm going to do another one because I really was thinking about it. And I really do think that I've done like a horrible job recently at explaining my thought processes. And I want to try to make it up for you, make it up to you guys and do better, you know? So I'm gonna retry it. This one's kind of doomed. So right now we're just clearing the wave. We want to pick up our rocks so we can get some healy poos. Surger's very good at doing that, by the way, just grouping up the whole minion wave and basically face tanking every single minion and face taking the enemy god and not worrying about it. As you can see, I'm trying to tell you guys my thought process a little bit better now, so I can do a better job. So right now we're going to do basically the exact same thing we just did. Try to group up the minions with our 3. Make sure we hit him with the 1. We couldn't actually because he backflipped. No big deal. Clearing the wave. We're going to run over here. I think this time we're actually going to hit it a little bit and try to get the smalls off of it. No real reason. I just want to put pressure on her. Alright, we're going on to her. Going to go ahead and horrific. If she pops her shell, it's going to be lower. She actually waited until after the horrific popped the shell, so it didn't get weakened by the horrific. Or did I say? Yeah, she waited until after the horrific. Yeah, I said that right. Okay. Because for those who don't know, they changed horrific up and they made it to where when you pop it, like as you press it, it reduces their shields by 75%. And after it, you know, if you're just currently being slowed, if you pop a shield afterwards, you're going to have shields reduced by 50%. So either way, depending on when the horrific goes off, either way, you're still going to be getting some shield reduction. In fact, shell's actually kind of bad in Duel now, unless you like need the phantom shell. It's nothing more than just an early game relic, but even then, it's not even that great early game because people can go horrific into it, right? So overall, I would not suggest going shell in pretty much any situation, besides like maybe if you really need a phantom shell for a wall, like against a Kabrakan or something, but I don't really think you need that against a Kabrakan. But I mean, if you feel like you do, more power to you. More power to you, brother. Which, by the way, I don't know if I'm going to put something like this in my title or not, because my title is already pretty long with this series. But either way, I'm just going to say it. I am kind of just playing my most... I mean, which kind of goes with what I've already said that I'm going to do, but I'm just being specific about... I am playing, like, my most tryhard gods. Like, not just some of the most tryhard... I mean, like, the most tryhard god. Like, And not in order either, but like so far I've played Set, Tsukiyomi, Surtur. Those are like my top, like if I'm in a competitive match, like I know I'm against somebody that's a good player, those are the gods I'm picking right now. These are my top characters, which is, you know, slightly embarrassing considering I'm not really playing that well, but you know, these are my top characters. Bro, Hunting Poon just comes around the corner and hits that pause button, bro, no way. And he's mid-air too. I'll use the opportunity to take a drink. No, I can't take a drink. Be right back. Oh yeah, we need our chalice. I'm not used to having to buy chalice later in the game because I'm used to starting it. Very different indeed. I'm gonna like move off to the side here because that stupid rock will block my 2. I've had that happen a million times now. But as you can see, I have a Master's Border on Surtur and I have a Master's Border on Set. I don't have one on Suki yet. I haven't played him as much, but these are my tryhard characters. Make no mistake.
Burn it to the ground.
Burn it to the ground. Maybe we just ult and see what happens, man. What's the worst that could happen, right? Bro, he literally just dashed. I think he'll just ult me and I'll die. That's the worst that could happen. Dude, Ishtar actually counters me, man. Not like in the sense of I'm gonna lose the game, but in the sense of she's just hard to kill and annoying. And she's gonna make me get bored to death and dive the tower. Might just ult for pressure on this rock, because like, let's be real, my ult's not doing anything, just sitting here. So I might as well use it for something, even if that something isn't really that valuable. Or not that it's not that valuable, but it's not about saving my life or killing her, it's just about getting an objective, getting pressure, stuff like that, right? And I'll be honest, I thought that that meteor was going to spawn sooner. I don't really know why I thought that, but either way, I don't really care. Like, this early game is pretty obviously a joke. Like, I don't really have to try very hard or do anything special. She's just an Ishtar and I'm Surtur in the early game. Dude, yeah. Oh no.
Okay.
Alright, this is what we call boarditis. Boarditis is the disease given to those who get too bored and they're in their ranked duel matches because their opponent refuses to fight. No, I don't fault this guy for not fighting, because like I said, I don't have to do that much to win this early game because I'm Surtur and he's Ishtar, right? So my point is, it's like, I know he can't fight me. He knows he can't fight me. So I don't fault him for not fighting, but that doesn't make it, like, me knowing dang well that he shouldn't fight me and respecting his decision to not doesn't make it any more fun for me, right? Like, it's still the same frustrations, so definitely is annoying. He did use his ults, and my horrific was up. The thing is I just don't really do that much damage just yet. Nothing crazy anyhow. Bro, he just runs, man. He just runs! Dude, my imp is getting some crazy tower damage in. She's just letting it do its thing.
Be right back. A flame.
Yeah, I need some more gold. I think I'm gonna buy thorns as well. We're going Jotuns for cooldown. Yeah, I didn't explain that. We're going Jotuns for cooldown and for the vigor proc to chase him down and some big heals. Although he is probably gonna go the green exit. Dude. Just the instantaneous runaway strat. That was actually, those reflexes, man. I was on that. Fight me, you coward.
Okay.
I just want to play the game, man. Can we just play the game? Oh, I got her dash. That's her ult. Oh my god, we're actually playing the game. Oh yeah, we're playing the game. Oh yeah, we're playing the game. See, now that we've killed her, right? I just can't think of one good reason for why she didn't want to fight me. Like, that seemed like a pretty fair and, like, legitimate fight. Like, I don't... You know what I mean, guys? Like, I just don't see why she didn't want to fight. Like, that was a pretty close one, I felt like. Also, like I was talking about in the first game, about builds being linear. As you can tell, I mean, like, this build is pretty familiar, huh? The only thing that's different about it is I'm gonna upgrade this so I can skip to my second quest here. Not this one. It's not on there yet because I haven't started it because I haven't hit them yet. But the second quest is to deal damage, and for the second relic, it's even shorter than the first one. So, like, yeah, I'm just trying to skip to the deal damage part. It should be able to snowball super hard now because we do have the Jotuns, we have the glyph to chase, we have a power potion, we got the thorns, like we have so many things going for us here. Oh, but as I was saying, like the builds are pretty linear. I just prefer berserkers on Surtur. While you still can go breastplate and it would be perfectly viable, nothing wrong with it. I just prefer the attack speed, honestly. I just like it. It feels nice. It feels nice. You don't really need it on Set or Tsukiyomi, so... You don't really need it on Surtur either, it just feels better than those other characters. So we're doing big damage to this thing with our Power Potion Red Buff combo. Oh yeah, he's sad. Oh yeah, he's sad. He's done. He's like, no! I needed that Phoenix to protect me! Hunter gang, rise up. Phoenix dwellers. We want to get this Phoenix before the 30-second increment, which should be at like 11 minutes. 11:02 to be more specific. So that way our fire minions spawn sooner rather than later. Dude, I just got so much healing off my ult. Like, that was actually a... I'm just gonna pop both my relics here. And we're just gonna hit the Titan, man. The Jotun's proc giving movement speed. Broken? Broken? Question mark? Jotun's is about to come up again, and our Berserker's proc at the same time. Thoughts? No, we're not done, little Ishtar. That's an Aussie proc? Fire minions on the Titan? Dude, he's just letting his Titan get poked while he chases me. Those fire minions are no joke, man. They're tearing that thing up. He popped beads. Okay, we're gonna reset here. We can definitely end next time pretty easily, so. We're just going to reset, call it a day. I could go Oboe last. You know, bounce back and forth between the Titan, right? We all know what Oboe does at this point, unless you're like a newer viewer and don't play Smite as much. But I think I want to be toxic, I'll be honest. I think that I just want to be a complete jerk. We're going to go tier 2 Oboe and Phalanx. So why is this toxic? well because people consider double defense to be toxic, but also this buffs my fire minions. This gives me a ton more procs, even more than Berserkers does. It gives like 71 procs. It's overall a really strong item. But like right here, it basically just forces her, like she has to either kill me or my minions, or ideally both, right? But I don't think she can do either one of those things. I think she's just going to get walked at and not be able to do enough damage to me. And that's the end of it, really. I should wait for my minions to get here. Maybe I will, maybe I won't, we'll see. Also, the safest play technically would be to wait for the Phoenix to come up, but I'm very confident I can win this game. I mean, although the Phoenix is coming up very, very soon. I need her to auto me once so I can get some attack speed. There we go. All right, Phoenix is up. We go in. I will focus her over the Titan, but I think the Titan's just going to die via collateral damage. Yeah, there's nothing she can do. She didn't even get me to half HP. Like, I mean, we kind of just run it down. That's the power of Surtur, man. He just, like, I posted a Surtur video here recently. He just runs it down. He's really, really, really good in this meta. The only thing he doesn't have is he doesn't have, like, a knock-up or a way to get people off the meteor if they can test it. But thankfully, he's so burly and manly that most characters can't go toe-to-toe with him on it anyways. Although some can. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this game. I'll skip you guys into the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Alright guys, we're on to the next game, into whatever. Tenacious 1001. So we're playing Morgan Le Fay because we're following the trend of my tryhard characters. Now this one's a little bit different than the other ones because, first of all, it's a mage, and that's part of the reason why I wanted to throw it in here for you guys, is because she's a mage. But, wait, do I want to go tablet? Is that fire? Okay, we're gonna try it. Why not? Why not? So I can let you guys know if I truly feel like this is like the best possible play you can do on Morgan. At least against like a warrior, right? Like a tanky warrior like Osiris. He's very hard to kill. So in a matchup like this, I think the tablet is actually correct, but we'll see. Anyways, what's different about me playing Morgan than the other ones is because she's a mage. I wanted to get you guys a mage, but also I have not actually, while I admit she's one of my tryhard characters, this is my first game with her this play. I think I've played 80 games total, something like that, and I have yet to play Morgan a single time. I usually ban her every single game. Why? I don't know. I like Morgan a lot. It's just I've played her a lot, you know, and like kind of got a little bored of it. Plus, she's like super tryhard and cringe, and like I play other tryhard cringe characters, sure, but oh, he's trying to do that thing where he like waits. No? Okay. Anyways, I just got bored. You know, I took a break from Morgan Le Fay, but she still is one of my tryhard characters. We do love us some Morgan Le Fay, and I think this would be an interesting game. We're against a melee character. I don't think this guy's going to have very much fun. But we're trying out the tablet build, man. Maybe we're going to determine that the tablet build sucks after all, and so the tablet build is the same as ever. The only difference really is it's even better these days. Or well, because I don't really even think it was that good, to be honest. But it's better these days than it used to be for the simple fact that, oh my god, okay, I'm trolling. You can go tablet first item. And sometimes people would try to go tablet first item before too, but the problem is it took them forever to stack their book. So, well, what you can do now is, since they changed the way stacking works, is you can go tablet first item and get book second or third or whatever item, and it doesn't feel as bad because you can stack book a lot easier these days. Especially in a matchup like this where I'm against an Osiris who's going to be fighting me a lot, right? Like, he's probably not going to just be hiding under his tower. I'm going to get a lot of free poke. Because for those who don't know, stacking works based off of damage now, damage dealt. So when I hit the enemy god, and the enemy minion wave, whatever, if I hit Osiris, I stack my book. So it's just easier to go later in the game now. So tablet is the same as ever. It hasn't changed at all. But the only thing that's really changed is the fact that we can go at first item and not really suffer too much because of it. Be right back. We're gonna go get this. I think it's probably worth it for us to sell these pots. walk around a little bit, you know, wait for enough money for our chalice. Alright, so now we want to stack our tablet. And we stack the tablet. For those, I mean, maybe you guys don't even know what this does, right? It does true damage to them. It has a cooldown though. It's like a 3 second cooldown. Yeah, every 2 seconds you can hit them and it does true damage, which is really good against a tanky character like Osiris. Although mitigations do beat true damage. For those who didn't know, you can mitigate true damage. It's not actually true damage because this game sucks. But whatever. The point is it's really good against a character that's really hard to kill like Osiris. As you can see, look, my tablet has done 2 damage to him, right? And it scales based off of your mana and stuff like that. So long story short, we're going to try to hit him as much as we can, try to stack this item up all the way up to 50. We're going to build mana items like Book of Thoth and Breastplate of Valor. And hope that it does enough damage late game, man, you know? All we really can hope for. There will be times where like I kind of int to do damage like that right there, for example. Like I probably don't need to walk at him to do that, right? But like I just want to stack the tablet as soon as possible. So there will be times where where I put myself in a little bit of danger to stack the tablet. Using the 3 after your other abilities is really nice because it applies a dot to him, and that dot will also proc tablet. So while I can only get so many tablet stacks so often, right? I can basically hit him with 2 abilities and get 2 tablet stacks, and I hit him with it at the same time because the dot works that way. Like, yeah, I just explained that in the dumbest way possible. I mean, I'm sure most of you guys understand it anyways, but I'm sure there's one guy who doesn't get it, and for that guy, I'm trying my best to explain it, but I'm just doing it poorly. Basically, like, you hit him with an ability, and then you gotta wait 2 seconds to hit him with another ability, so that way you can stack it. But if you use them, either your 1 or your 2, and then your 3, the dot will persist on him, and then once the tablet is off cooldown, the dot will tick, and then you get another stack that way. If that made more sense, hopefully it did. Hopefully. Tablet's hitting for 21. Or, well, less than that because I hit him twice, but... The tablet is basically, like, one of the most late game things you can possibly do, essentially. It is honestly a terrible item in the early game. Like, right now, I'm actually super weak compared to what I could be. I could have Book of Thoth, I could have Chronos Pendant, I could have Bancrofts, and any of those would be substantially stronger. I mean, maybe not Book of Thoth. It's a similar idea, right? But
Tricks up my sleeve.
Where do you think you'll go? Middle tower under attack.
sometimes I hit him with my 3 when I really should just be hitting the minion wave, if I'm being honest with myself here. Yeah, I can't get any healing off my ult because he ulted me. I think we're doing okay. You know, I'll be honest, I am inting a little bit in this early game. Like, I am giving up a little bit more farm than I need to because I'm trying to go for poke for the tablet. But I don't regret it. I really don't, because I think we're going to be able to win this game regardless. And also because it's a little bit of like a content moment, you know? Like, I'm trying to... Like, I'm literally making the game harder on myself to test out a build for you guys. Because even, like, truth be told, even if I didn't go tablet and I went Bancrofts early, I would still probably be losing this early game. I can't guarantee that, you know, I don't know that for sure. The chances are I still probably wouldn't win the early game. But I don't know, maybe I would though, because not only would my build be stronger, I also wouldn't be wasting abilities. I'd be using my abilities more smart, you know, more correctly, if you will. But which I'm not doing right now because I'm trying to stack my tablet. But I think it's worth it. I don't regret it at all.
Tricks up my sleeve.
I'm happy with the way this game is going so far. I don't know what my full build should be though. Like, I know I'm gonna get a Book of Thoth. I know I'm gonna need at least 1 pin item. So I'll probably get like an Op Shard.
Magic is cool.
Because that's the most pin I can get in 1 item. Alright, so we need Book. We probably need Chronos Pendant to cap out our cooldown. So that leaves us with 2 items. That's an Op Shard, Soul Reaver. Maybe a Divine over Soul Reaver if we really need the Divine, depending on what he gets. But Alright, missing every single ability on him is not very good. We need to stack our tablets.
Where do you think you're going?
I think we just got all 3 tablet stacks off of our 3 abilities there, which is great for us.
I did not threaten.
Well, this is just an interesting situation now, isn't it? A little bit of clone action. Our tablets just hit him for 39 right there. The tablet is scaling. Most definitely is scaling. I don't think this red is up, right? Blue's down. The red might be up, but I kind of doubt it. I just never got the timer right. Yeah.
Be right back.
Oh, dude, now I'm the one in a bad spot for it. Unlucky.
Tricks up my sleeve.
Yeah, there's no way we get to that, unfortunately.
I did not threaten. You cannot face me. Where do you think you're going?
Okay, our tablet is starting to add up damage. It really is. And I'm excited because I don't really do like the tablet build very often, so I'm not really used to how fast or how slow it scales. Like overall, I think the build's not that great. But like I said in the beginning, things have changed that make it a little bit better. And also we're like against a warrior like Osiris. Sorry, I had to mute there because a UFO was going by my house. And by a UFO, I of course just mean a super loud truck.
Where do you think you're going?
Magic is cool.
Kinda owning him here. I'm gonna put a point in my 1 because my ult's down, obviously.
Cannot face me.
Chase the enemy! Oh my, I almost died to the minions because I was too greedy to pop my useless relic, aka med. Even though it did kind of just save my life there, but still a useless relic, whatever. Completely useless. Wait, he's going Thebes? Not Thebes, he's going into the Thebes tree, I guess I should say.
Be right back. I've never received such a nice gift before.
I don't know if I should go beads or sprints. Truth be told, I think I'm gonna go sprint though. Gonna do the same thing I did in the other game. I'm gonna get my second relic and upgrade it to the 2nd tier and hopefully get our 3rd upgrade pretty soon. Basically just have to do instances of damage. Wait, he's going Gaia? Okay, he just threw this game. Maybe I do want some anti-heal now though, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know, his build was actually perfectly fine. Like, I'm not saying it's literally a perfect build, but there was nothing really wrong with his build. Like, it was fine. And then he decided to do that. I think his idea is just that he's getting poked out, so he wants to sustain over time. Like, that's his idea, and that's like a decent idea, but it's just not actually good, you know?
I did not
Yeah, I just got a weird sense of deja vu right there. Weird. Like, remember when I tried this with Tiamat, I think.
Where do you think you're going?
Some tricks up my sleeve.
What? Definitely an interesting situation. I don't even know what's happening anymore, to be honest. I know we have our tablet stacked, which is absolutely fantastic. It means we don't have to int for our abilities anymore. Now, we still want to space out our abilities to a certain degree, not to the point where we die, but we want to space out our abilities a little bit because that cooldown still applies as far as like doing extra damage to him, right? But with that being said, we don't need to int do a little bit of extra damage, right? We needed to int earlier to stack it up, so that way we had an opportunity to do damage later. Okay, let's be real. I never actually had to int for it. That was just what I was doing. And what I mean by int also is because I haven't died, right? So like, I don't mean like I'm intentionally feeding kills. I mean like there are times where I'm giving up farm because I was just hitting him instead of clearing the wave or spacing myself properly, right? So that's what I mean by inting. And we do have Chronos Pendant now, so like we have tons of cooldown. We're feeling really good. Our build's actually not that weak anymore. Like we don't have our Thoth. Dude, 119. We don't have our Book of Thoth stacked yet. 120. Oh, well, we're still doing some really good damage.
Where do you think you're going?
So our tablet hit him for 1K. Alright. Bro, I might have to do an individual video on this type of build. I don't know. I just wonder, like, does this feel really good? Because I'm against an Osiris who's, like, building incorrectly. And more specifically, just against an Osiris, right? Like a warrior. Or what? Or is it actually just the build, you know? Is this actually a sick build? It's just, we're in kind of like an early game meta, right? We're in a bit of an early game meta, and this is like anti-early game. Like this takes forever to get online. Like we're 15 minutes into the game almost, and I'm still not fully online. Like I would argue we're online by the time tablet is stacked, but still, like technically we're stacking book, right? So we're just gonna pop our mid here. I just don't see a way that he DPS's. Alright, he left. Our Book of Thoth is now stacked up, baby. Kind of want to see this build. Like, I want to see how much we can do to him if we get a Reaver there. Oh, he got hastened. 135 tablet proc, man. That is just a diabolical. Oof.
Some tricks up my sleeve.
Just gonna pop the sprint to space myself out here because he does have the hasten katana. And he died from a tablet proc. Bro, my tablet hit him for 800 over 7 procs. Actually diabolical. I do have to admit, his build is pretty bad. Like, I don't really think an Osiris needs a hastened. Like, especially when you already don't have enough damage because you went Stone of Gaia for some reason. Like, don't get me wrong, the hasten is way less troll than the Stone of Gaia. But it's pretty bad. Like, I'm not even gonna try to pretend. It's pretty bad. Yeah, poor guy, man. Poor guy. He was not prepared. My tablet did 500 damage to him there. And you also, guys, you also have to take into consideration the other things that tablet is bringing too. Like, it has power. It has mana. It's giving me more damage based off of based off of Book of Thoth as well. Like, it's not just the proc, right? I'm getting 100 HP, 300 mana, 65 power, even more than 65 power because that mana gets converted by Book of Thoth, right? So it's the fact that it's doing 500 with just procs, not even considering the base stats on it, is absolutely insane, man. Absolutely insane. Truth be told, I don't know how long of a video this is so far, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to end my recording here, and I'm going to go put all my videos together and see how long it is. And just like the last one, I believe, if it's not long enough, then I will be back and I'll record another game for you guys. If it is long enough, then I appreciate you guys watching. And as you could probably check the time of the video right now and tell for yourself whether I play another game or not. I'd say I probably am going to play another game, but just in case I don't, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will either see you in the next game or I'll see you in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Alright guys, we're off into the next game. We're playing Set again for multiple reasons. For one, the video wasn't long enough, as you guys probably could have guessed by the video duration. If you checked. But also, and why are we doing Set? Because I think what I'm going to do for these future videos is I can only really, like, unless I make them smaller, which I don't really want to do, I can only fit 4 characters into the thumbnail. So I think for these videos, I'm going to limit it to 4 characters each time. And so if the video, like if the games are too short and whatnot, I think I'll probably just you know, mimic the same characters, right? And we're starting with Set because, well, we started with him in the beginning, and also because he was the shortest game, right? It was an 8-minute match, so playing some more Set for you guys. Okay, Mr. Dr. Train 11 is pausing. Let's see if he messages us. Yeah, maybe I'm just egoing. Maybe he doesn't even know who I am, and he's not messaging me. He's just tabbing out to, or he's just pausing to text his mom back. Who knows? I don't know. Sometimes I feel like sometimes I play it like too humble and I assume that no one knows me, and then everyone knows me, like in that day, right? And sometimes I think that everybody knows me and nobody ever knows me. So it's like, I don't know what to think anymore, man. Because I do think I'm pretty well known in the Duel scene because, you know, I'm a content creator, a decently sized content creator, especially my stream. My stream is bigger than my YouTube channel. But I think more people know me more specifically from like the leaderboards and stuff like that. Like people see my name on like the God leaderboards and the actual official GM leaderboard in ranked. And so I think a lot of people know me just because of those things combined. You know, they either know me because they've seen my stream, they see my YouTube, or they just simply have seen my name somewhere on the leaderboard, you know, over the years, right? I think most people know me to a certain degree, but that's not to say that they all know that I'm like a streamer or a YouTuber, right? Especially YouTube, because my YouTube channel is very small. I have like 3,000 subs on YouTube, and I have just about 10,000 followers on Twitch. And just to tell you guys how much more than that is, like, it's a lot easier to get YouTube subs. Like, I think anybody would admit that. It's a lot easier to get someone to subscribe to you on YouTube than it is to follow you on Twitch. Twitch is also just a smaller platform, so to put that into perspective, 10,000, like, you know, it's just my opinion, but still, 10,000 Twitch followers is like 15 to 20,000 subscribers on YouTube, right? So that should put into perspective how much bigger my Twitch channel is. I get pretty decent viewers and stuff on there, at least for Smite, right? You know, if you compared me to a Fortnite streamer or like a Minecraft or GTA 5, whatever, you know, obviously, like, I'm a tiny little baby streamer, but you know, for Smite, we do okay. We do okay. Especially right now, though, man. Like, right now, Smite viewership is down. I guess it's just because, you know, they kind of announced that they're quote-unquote killing their game. Like, of course, that's not what they said, but Smite 1, a lot of people are kind of looking at it like this is all just pointless because we're going to move on to Smite 2 anyways, right? I want to try to kill him here, but Chiron's actually ridiculously hard to kill in the early game. He really just is. He will simply just dash through me. And he has 2 ways to cleanse my horrific slow as well. I still think the horrific is fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but definitely not going to help me secure the kill right this moment, that's for sure. We're going to wait for our Transcendency. Hopefully we make it back before he gets that meteor. Maybe dashing right there is a little bit troll. We'll see. To be determined. No, we're good. Because I thought I might need the dash when I actually get here. Like right now, I would need the dash, but we do not. We're chilling. For those who don't know, if you get really close to the meteor, the rocks just fall on top of you. You have to be really close to it. You have to almost like be on that bad boy. And basically, you want to like walk to it, get as close as you can to where you can't move up anymore, and then you can just stand there, or you can continue to hump it. You know, whatever. But you don't need to keep humping it. You just gotta hump it for 1 second, and then you can stop like this. You know, you just walk up, stop, just like that. Hopefully he comes into the jungle. Any junglers? Any junglers? Oh, he went the shell. Dude, what is up with people still building shell, man? It's actually terrible. One more reason for my horrific not being that bad. It's anti-shell material. Well, this is kind of boring. I mean, shoot. Oh, he's not going defense second or lifesteal. He's going straight into a vital amplifier. Interesting. That means he plans on fighting me. Well, let's see if he sticks with that plan. Sorry, I like yawned a little bit there. Like a baby yawn. I want to all in him, but I'm afraid I'm going to look like an idiot because he's just going to dash through me and then my ult's wasted and... The scepter's doing some schmeedy damage to him. Scepter's gone. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I need to explain that one to you guys. He kind of just stayed. I mean, okay, the only explanation I could give as to why, because I guess, you know, maybe some people don't know, is he obviously thought that I was going to be on the red buff and on the meteor, one of the two, right? Or both. So he thought if I'm on the red buff and the meteor, then I'm not going to kill him. Like, he can quickly clear the wave and back off, right? But, I mean, I'm a very mobile character, and I have a mini-map, so, like, I can clearly see that he's pushing up, and I can kill him pretty easily. I understand why he did what he did, but still incredibly greedy, either way. We're going to go Jotuns instead of Breastplate this game. Like, we're going to go the next one next, right? It would have either been Breastplate Jotuns or Jotuns Breastplate. We're going to go Jotuns first because we're not being pressured at all. We're snowballing. We can do pretty good damage. The only thing that's, like, good about the Breastplate when you're snowballing is it allows you to dive towers easier because, you know, you have defense, but I'm not too worried about that just yet. I'm actually more concerned with my poke. How much damage my poke does. That's how I think I'm going to win this early mid-game. I could stop his back, but honestly, there's just no reason. Like, there's nothing to get on the map right now. Literally nothing to get, so... I mean, I could go steal his Chester, but that has nothing to do with him backing. Leveling the 2 over the ult, by the way, I don't mention that very much, but I do think that the... Oh, he already got his Chester? No. I do think the 2 is better than the ult overall, especially in a game like this where I feel like I can't even ult that much. Like, I could ult, but it's just not going to get that much value, assuming he plays it correctly. See, he just dashed. Now we can ult after him. Pop this, pop that. Disable this for fun. No real reason. Just, I don't know. Why not? Clear the wave. Go get our rock. I don't really know why he thought he could push up there. He doesn't even have defense finished. Like, he hasn't even started his defense. Dude. I'm gonna get the beads for his kick. Although I'll be honest, I don't really know if this is necessary. I could probably just go thorns. But either way, there will be a time where I think beadsing the kick is gonna help, like his giddy up, his little horsey charge. It mainly just depends if my dash is down or not. Because if he dashes through you and you get thrown backwards, right, and it makes it harder to chase him. But that's just so mobile. That's why I think I really don't need it. But at the same time, like, what else do I need, you know? I'm gonna stop his back here because I'm looking to kill him. Hopefully, that's the idea. I think we should clear and back so I can buy breastplate. A little bit awkward timing on that red. There is a small chance he gets it. But either way, since a mobile character, surely we can get in there in time, right? Smile. Or at the very least, kill him for it. We're full cooldown now, feeling good. Okay, he's going for it. We're perfectly fine. We're going to get our Transcendence stacked here as well for extra pin. Beautiful. I guess his dash was still down from when he like dashed at a base. I don't really know what that was. I don't really know. Well, either way, GG, I guess. I'm going to go ahead and skip you guys into another game. I don't know what I'll be playing. I don't know if I'll play Set again or if I'll play one of the other characters. I don't know. We'll see when we get there because honestly, they might just determine what I play by banning. Who knows? I'll see you guys in the next game. Thanks for watching. Alright guys, we're on to the next game. Probably the last game, I would assume. You know, I don't know. Maybe this guy will surrender in like 8 minutes and then whatever. Dr. Clores usually doesn't surrender in 8 minutes, so I've actually played against this guy a lot. But we'll see how this one goes. I don't know how this matchup plays out, but in my head, I can kind of guess. Actually, we'll start with pots. Yeah. We'll start with pots. We'll keep it going. Keep it going. I feel like I really need to think out my relics here because if I go the wrong ones, I feel like I just lose the entire game. I don't know. I think we're definitely going to need a sprint, but what's the other relic outside of sprint though? Aegis? We'll try out this bracer tech. Because, like, what I'm thinking is I just need to be able to kite him in his ult. And, like, it's not like the set matchup where you can ult their ult and, like, kite. Like, you can, but when you ult his ult, you give him a ton of time in it. So it's not really that good. In my opinione. Alright, we'll put this bracer here. Walk out. Alright, we should be able to get all of the pressure. Hopefully we get the rock with this 6 potion strategy we're going here. If we don't get the rock, that's going to feel pretty bad. And Vamana does have a knock-up that he can use to stop me from getting said rock. Oh, well that was embarrassing. But my 2 is knock-up immune, was where I was going with that. So maybe we can do a little outplay stuff there. But he might just ult, and then what, you know? Took a fair amount of damage from the caltrops there. That's what we like to see. Maybe we should just back, honestly, so we can be fully healthy for the rock. Not going to though. Alright, so he has a horrific. No Aegis, no beads. That's good to remember. And his horrific is already down. Screw it, man. We're popping our potions. We're sustaining. We're staying.
This won't miss.
Alright, let's try to force his ult if we can. Okay. Alright, we got his ult, so maybe we'll have a fair fight for the rock, you know? As opposed to him just ulting and standing his ground in the rock and us not being able to do anything about it. Is this a good fight for me though? Oh, he didn't do the knockup, man. Dang, my whole plan was to get the rock, and I didn't get the rock.
Group up.
Oh, whoops.
Excellent service.
Excellent service. Bro, he's actually owning me with the scepter here.
Strike.
Alright, I think I just put down the caltrops and back. I don't really care to stay and get all of the gold and XP off those. Oh, dang. I was hoping that the tower would be able to kill them with one shot. The Caltrops would get them damaged enough, but I did miss a couple minions. I either missed 2 or 1 minion there. Either way, it's not a huge deal, though. I think we're okay. I wonder if Wingblade could be clutch this game. What if I went Relic Dagger? Hydra's Relic Dagger? Question mark? And I always have Sprint up every single time he ults? He is probably going to build Haste Katana though, because most Vamanas do. And I've also literally played against this guy's Vamana like just 2 days ago, and he did go Hasten. So I don't know. I don't know what the best strategy here is. Maybe just Jotun's Vigor for movement speed, and that's just the best option I got. Dude, the Scepter diff is actually massive. I can't stay around him for very long. I can only take a few of those Scepter bad boys. Oh my god, dude. This double defense.
Okay.
That's exactly what happened last time I went against this guy too, by the way. He started double defense, and I stole all the buffs, and then I was BMing him. Not like in game, but like on my stream, I was like, yeah, maybe you could out secure me on a buff if you actually built damage items.
They won't land a single blow.
Let's see. Oh, I thought Vamana got power from his defense. Is it just attack speed now? Am I crazy? Why is it telling me he has no power? Maybe it is just attack speed. Am I stupid?
Okay.
Your middle tower is under attack.
No, I didn't get the money for that minion. This is so annoying to deal with, man. It's like the same thing as going against those Bakes that go quad defense. Yeah, he still doesn't have any power. I guess it is just attack speed. Maybe I should just level my 2 over my ult, to be honest. Like, I don't know. Because, like, how often am I really going to be ulting him? And how often is it really going to be mattering with this much defense? But maybe I should level it just for the simple fact that if he, like, tries to dive the tower or does something crazy, uses his ult, wastes it, and then, like, I chase him with my ult, right? I might need every little bit of damage I can get, but for now, we're just going to back. This is going to be an annoying one, man.
Overconfidence can be deadly.
Like, why? Just why? 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 Dr. Klurs used to be a cool guy. You've changed, man. You know what, like, just hit me? A question that I've never asked myself. So Tsukiyomi's 2 disarms them and then stuns them. So does that mean every time you disarm them and then stun them, like immediately after, you're DRing your own stun? Like DR, diminishing returns, you know, the thing that allows you to not get CC chained as easily. So does that mean his stun duration is actually less because he disarms? Interesting. I mean, like, naturally it should be like that. The reason it wouldn't is if he has some sort of exception, some sort of rule. Yeah, it turns out you don't really hurt me that much either, because, you know, double defense. No! I mistimed my ability. His no power self got that kill. That was as possible. Alright, he does have a red buff and he does have a scepter, so while he is he can still kind of beat me up a little bit. Gotta keep that in mind. Oh, he's just so stupid tanky, man. Literally do negative damage to the guy.
Watch your step.
We do get a cute little scepter here, though. I don't know. Normally I would go Jotun's Vigor, like I did the first game, right? The first Tsukuyomi game, that is. But, I don't know. Maybe against, like... Maybe against this much defense.
Elegant.
No.
This won't miss.
Oh, wait, no. I left my tower exposed. He can do the Vamana thing.
Under attack.
He's doing it. Okay. We do have the scepter. We can heal this thing. Maybe not like a lot, but we can definitely heal it. What I would do if I were him is I would just go to Bull Demon. Because that would make me like have to make a decision. Do I heal my tower or do I go defend Bull Demon? Yeah, it's smart for him to pat that way because I kind of have to go check, you know. I sort of kind of have to. If we can get this thing to at least 1,000 HP, that would be nice. Alright, he does have haste and katana now. We have to take that into consideration.
Out of my way,
This sure is annoying, man. Duel players really do just go out of their way to find the most annoying strategies they can implement into the game. Which, in some ways, it's respectable. In some ways, it's not. He does have the horrific.
Watch your step.
Oh my god, I don't know why he didn't ult me there. I would have ulted me there. That's why I horrific, because he could have killed me. I mean, that's why I sprinted. He definitely could have killed me there. It was weird by him. I gotta go, dude. I gotta defend my freaking tower. I don't know what I want here. Dude, this is so messed up. I feel like this is actually a hard matchup. A hard matchup because I can't really get away from him that easily, fortunately. I like have to assume he's gonna be here for this rock, right? Unless he's on Bull Demon, like that's the only thing I could see that being an acceptable reason for why he's not on the rock. And I might just have to give up my blue buff. Or is he going to Bull Demon? Oh yeah, I just give that up. Heal the tower. I shouldn't have even left, honestly. I should have just stayed on my tower. This feels a little bit scummy, but like at the same time, dude, against a Vamana, you really do have to try your very best to keep your tower up.
Finely crafted.
That character goes insane when it comes to the PvE objective push. We do have pen now, a decent amount of pen. We do have a power potion. Maybe we can make something happen here. Our tower's full HP. He could be on Bull Demon right now as we speak. What do you know?
This won't miss.
We hit him with our 1 and we pop sprint at the same time. Now he's in a terrible position. And he threw this whole game. GG. Yeah, that's what happens. Like, so, I don't know. I mean, that happens to the best of us. Like, I'm not going to pretend like that's never happened to me, right? But it does kind of just look like one of those situations where it's like a player that's not used to being in that position, like used to being ahead like that against another good player. And they kind of just, you know, they don't know what to do, so they just do something random and they pay for it really bad. And also he has no power in his build whatsoever, so his abilities don't do very much damage. So I can steal it pretty easily, as long as I time it somewhat correctly. Because I would argue if he had Transcendence, my 1 and his 2 would do similar damage. Like, we would have a similar chance to steal it, right? So, but he doesn't have Transcendence like most of them on his build for some unknown reason. I don't want to just int into him, but at the same time, I do think I have a big advantage here. It's just Hasten Katana Vamana goes absolutely crazy. Gotta clear this wave too, because if he kills me, he can like probably end off of it if he has a minion wave. I use my ult for CC immunity. Blow immunity more specifically. A little bit tricky to catch up to him. I thought I had like a big advantage, but now that I'm thinking about it, dude, I have 4 items compared to his 5. Maybe I didn't have as big of an advantage there as I thought I did. Alright, we got the Jotun's Vigor, which is going to be super clutch for running away. Super clutch. Like, what I need to do before, like, some things need to happen before he ults. I need to not be slowed, so I either need to ult it or sprint it. Whether it's the Horrific or 3. I need to not be slowed, and preferably I need to have a movement speed bonus, whether that's Bracer, or this, or my 1, or Jotun's Vigor. Like, you notice how I have a lot of different ways to go faster? Yeah, I'm doing that on purpose. So that way I can get away from his ult, ideally. Okay, Tsukiyomi with red buff is, I guess he's just that guy, man. I do a lot of damage. Yeah, I think that matchup could have went a lot differently. I truly believe that Vamana can win this matchup, especially if you ult. Right, is like, if the Tsukiyomi puts down his Caltrops and then you ult, so that way you can walk over the Caltrops and it'll extend your ult duration. As long as you can stick to him. Oh look, we're cap MMR now, let's go. As long as you can stick to the Tsukiyomi and stay in your ult, like, I think you're perfectly fine. And also Tsukiyomis like to build Crusher a lot, which I probably wouldn't have done it, but Crusher would have been a mistake too, because that would keep him in his ult longer, I believe. So, I don't know. I think this is just one of those situations. He never got a second relic. I think this is just one of those situations where, you know, he had every tool to win the game, but like, he just didn't use them correctly. You know, I think we played pretty well. I think we played around the Vamana pretty darn well, even though it was frustrating not being able to kill him. I was told that this guy goes like more defense than that. Like, and I think he did in one of the games I was against. I think he went triple. I'm not sure. But definitely in the beginning of the game, I thought he was going to go triple or quadruple defense. He opted not to do that. He just went the double defense at the start of the game. Still very strange and very weird. I don't really know why anyone would do that, but whatever. Goes how it goes. I think the video is probably long enough by now. It's probably like an hour, 30 minutes, hour, 40 minutes. Who knows? But as far as my build goes, pretty linear, like same thing as always. My relics were built specifically around for Vamana. I didn't really get a ton of use out of this Bracer, admittedly, but it's because I kind of didn't need to. Like, if I felt like I needed it more, I would have upgraded it, so that way when the bracer isn't upgraded, it gives you less movement speed, and it also only gives you movement speed when you're half HP, right? If I needed the movement speed more, I would have played around the bracer more and I would have upgraded it, but we were doing pretty okay. So I think our relics were just built around kiting him and trying not to die. I think we did pretty well. Now, without any further ado, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me for this longer video, a Joust training camp video. I appreciate you guys so much for clicking on any of the videos, to be honest. Like, it really does mean a lot to me. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.